Welcome back to the SuperMega Vlogs here on Coda Equestria. Yes, I know I took the week off last week, mainly because the first part of the episode, Silver Lining, was only a part 1. And I really wanted to give you my thoughts on both parts in vlog form. The Lights of Orion. Why do I bring up the Lights of Orion from Lost Galaxy? Mainly because the new Sixth Ranger, the second Silver Ranger proper, and no, the Titanium Ranger doesn't count. Titanium is not silver, although it looks silver. This is the second Silver Ranger proper in the history of the franchise. The first being Zane, the original Silver Ranger from Power Rangers in space. But Orion actually comes from a alien galaxy. He comes from an Earth-like planet, which is kind of making me thinking this guy is like Phantom Ranger meets, Zane meets Tyzon. He's kind of like every cool Sixth Ranger kind of mixed into one, and his personality is rather fetching and rather entertaining. He's really got a great personality and a great bubbly attitude, but it makes me think, and this is why the vlog is the quality of Sixth Rangers. Of course, Tommy has to be omitted from this because, well, Tommy is God. But other than Tommy Oliver, the quality of Sixth Rangers had not really been that good if you really think about it. I mean, Trey of Heart from Power Rangers Zeo was not a great Sixth Ranger at all because, well, he wasn't. He was quickly replaced by Jason. So you can't really call him a sixth. And then Turbo didn't have a Sixth Ranger, although it was originally planned to be the Phantom Ranger. The Phantom Ranger is a totally US construct. They did not have a Sixth Ranger for Car Ranger in the Super Sentai. So the original plans for the Phantom Ranger was that he was going to be the Sixth Ranger proper, and that didn't turn out well. Zane is okay. The fact that he was silver and that was a color that was unique was pretty cool. His weapon was pretty cool, which kind of Orion's new weapon in Super Mega Force kind of reminds me of the Silverizer from space to begin with. Um, Lost Galaxy's Magma Defender, of course. The first Magma Defender was kind of awesome, and then when Mike became the Magma Defender, he kind of sucked massive balls and was kind of quickly out of the picture anyway, so he wasn't really appreciated. Now, the Sixth Rangers get better. Now, the Titanium Ranger is really when things start to look on the up and up for the Sixth Rangers, because Ryan was rather kind of cool. he he had this cool look. He was this cool guy, and seeing that he was brother to the Pink Ranger, Dana, and son to the commander. And he was a bad guy to begin with, which kind of echoed, Green Ranger again. Was this kind of awesome thing, but really the Sixth Ranger did not come into his greatness until Eric from Time Force. The Quantum Ranger, aka the Sixth Ranger, is badass again. And not only do the fans recognize Eric as a badass six, but even Power Rangers in itself recognizes that Eric and the Quantum Ranger was a badass six. You wanna know why? Because spoiler warning if you haven't seen the episode, the Q Rex is back. The Q Rex, the most badass solo Sixth Ranger Megazord in the history of Power Rangers, is back and more badass than ever. Do yourself a favor, go on the internet, look up pictures of this thing. That is an incredible Megazord that takes aspects from Dino Thunder's main Megazord, from the Dragon Zord, from the original Tyrannosaurus Megazord, and the Q-Rex, puts them all together, and even its finishing attack is reminiscent of the triple sword attack, the original finisher of the Ninja Storm Megazord. I mean, this Megazord, God, if it combines with the legendary Megazord, they're gonna make me have a Power Rangers orgasm. It's that good. But after Eric, you had Merrick, who was a badass and kind of a Silver Ranger counterpart, and then you had Cam, who was the badass Return of the Green Ranger. And then Trent, although he's not a six, he's a fifth. He fits into the Sixth Ranger hole. His White Ranger was incredibly freaking awesome. And then you have Doggy Kruger, the first ever commander to ever be a Ranger. That is badassery alone, although Doggy Kruger can kick anybody's ass. And then, of course, there's Udana. Yawn. Really, the character that takes the Sixth Ranger spot in Sucketh Force, which I'm gonna call Mystic Force, is the Solaris Knight. If not played by the same actor that did Doggy Kruger in the season before, it would have not turned out well. But it was okay. Jungle Fury didn't have a 6, and neither did Operation Overdrive didn't have a 6 either. RPM 6 was strangely a 6 and 7, and Gem and Gemma were great in their initial debut, but after their initial debut, they weren't that great. And then you have Antonio from Samurai as the most current Gold Ranger, and he had a very interesting and very great personality, and he served well, and he fought very well, although he wasn't a properly trained samurai, and, all that mess from the samurai story. But it's great to see the return of the truly badass Sixth Ranger character. It brought, part 1 wasn't really that good, but part 2 was the absolute payoff. The guy even speaks his own native alien language to Tensu, and Tensu completely understands, and it's awesome, and his morpher is cool and slick and different, and the Silver Mega Force looks really well, and the fact that the entire episode, for lack of any spoilers, is this dude's origin story. Half of the episode is this dude's origin story, and they really spent a great deal in explaining him. The last Sixth Ranger that had a great origin story was Tyzon. And I mean, they really did a great job in telling Orion's story and setting him up and why he's going after the Armada and why he got the Morpher and how. And, why he's on Earth and how he had to hijack one of the Armada's ships. Spoiler warning. And, he's got this. He really he looks very much like Tyzon, in fact. And this guy can fight. This guy can handle his own, but the thing that's so amazing about him is when he started working with the team, he fit right in. He was helping the other Rangers. He was backing them up. He was saying to Troy, "You are the leader. I follow your orders." He fit right in. It was like Tommy, but with this kind of Eric, I'm on my own mission sort of thing, Tyzon sort of thing. I'm on my own mission. I got my own reasons for kicking the Armada's ass, but I'm going to work well within the aspects of the team. And that is really awesome. The writers have done just just so well, and the callbacks and actually seeing the future world of Time Force as the Q-Rex is being summoned. It was so awesome. And I mean, that is what Sixth Rangers, guys that come in late, if you're up to the Power Rangers mythos, that's what they should be. This guy takes every aspect of every good Sixth Ranger and just sticks them together. And really, it really shows, it really shines a light on just how much Saban is better than Disney at doing these seasons and why it should have always been Saban. Because the last 3 seasons thus far have been incredible, and if this is the level of continuity, and this is the level of care, and great writing, and great storytelling, then I can't wait for the Legend War. I can't wait for even Dino Charge. This gets me excited in a way I haven't felt about Power Rangers in a very, very long time. And the writers should be applauded for a job well done. That is how you introduce such a pivotal part of Power Rangers lore. And I am so happy to have it back. It feels so good. Remember, in Code Equestria, it's always morphin' time. Thanks for watching.